How's it going, guys? Voodoo Stache here. If you're looking for a way to improve your ability to press, the way you're going to improve your ability to press is by taking your scapula, your shoulder blades, and making them more stable. Think about how your whole body works. The more stable your hips are, the more you can squat, the more explosive you can be, the faster you can run. Arms and shoulders work the same exact way. The stronger and more stable this joint becomes, the more strength you'll be allowed to have, the more range you'll have, all that good stuff. So instead of just worrying about holding heavier and heavier weights, trying to push more and more to increase your amount that you can push, instead, I'd like you to think about strengthening the muscles on the backside that make that shoulder more stable, and then you'll have huge gains in your ability to press and move weight. So one of the ways that we can do that, today we're going to take a look at is going to be a bottoms up kettlebell press. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to be lying on my back. You're going to focus on the usual stuff we always talk about, that rib cage coming down, that back being nice and flat. So I've got that stuff locked in place, not going anywhere. What I'm going to think about next is I'm going to think about this shoulder blade pressing down into the floor. So I'm going to take this kettlebell and I'm going to hold this thing we call bottoms up or upside down. I'm going to have my elbow on the floor and these knuckles right here pointing straight up underneath that kettlebell. Rib cage is down, the back is flat. I take a big breath in from here. I'm going to think about pressing from my lat. So I'm going to breathe out and press up. A little bit of a rotation. So I'm rotating that thing down so my pinky is facing toward the bottom. Deep breath in. As I breathe out, now my palm is facing forward at the top. I want to visualize that there's a string from the ceiling and I'm literally pulling that kettlebell down. I'm not letting it drop down. I'm working on pressing it from my lat all the way up and then coming down that way as well. Things you want to look out for is you want to overgrip with your hand. You want to think about your scapula, your lat doing all that work. If you look at me from this angle here, as you're doing this, as you get tired, your elbow's going to want to push out, you're going to want to come out here. I want you to think about that arm bone, not internally rotating, which is what we do all day on our computers, our phones, whatever. You're going to think about this arm bone here, externally rotating, so it's a little more underneath. So I'm going to take that elbow, keep it tucked underneath that wrist the whole time. Deep breath in here. I'm going to breathe out as I press up. Breathe in again. I'm going to breathe out as I control that thing down. The more weight you use there, the more wobbly it's going to be. So your goal is to find a way that you can control. It doesn't take a lot of weight to do this. The amount of weight is only there to challenge that position. So don't try to be a heavier weight to think you're cooler. That's not how it works. Do something light that you can perfectly control. As that gets easy, then you move your way up. So I would challenge you to try that first. Do like a set of 10 or so of those, and then go back and do your dumbbell press and pair those guys back together for how many rounds of things you're doing. And you should see a great increase in your ability to press as those shoulders become more and more stable. Any questions on that stuff, feel free to reach out. Look forward to hearing how it goes for you guys. Have a great day.